Yikes.
In the corner to the left, weigh in at 162 pounds. Fighting out of Queensboro, British Columbia. Fucking Queensboro, fuck. Fighting in his 7th Best of the Rest tournament, Zeus McFly. Fucking corner to the right.
Jack off in a bed of barbed wire.
Weighing in at 282 pounds, fighting out of New Westminster, British Columbia. In his 3rd Best of the Rest tournament, yakuzazeus.
Well, this is going to be violent. It's going to get violent quickly. This is only the 2nd time in VCW history. No ropes, barbed wire. And I'm joined by the only other man to have competed in a no ropes barbed wire match as this one starts off furious. Daniel Makabe joining me here as Yakuza J comes up quickly. Huge move. Maybe no barbed wire at all, only a 1 count.
I was about to say, we might not even get to the barbed wire. That was a Northern Lights bomb. That's Yakuza J's, one of his go-to moves, and I guess just adrenaline and the fact that we're only about 5 seconds in. McFly manages to kick out at 1 and is right on the offensive, punching, and he's going to throw him to the barbed wire already.
Now, you lost to Zeus McFly. You dropped the Canadian title to him in the first ever no ropes barbed wire match.
I did, yes.
The effects that match had on your career afterwards in terms of the violence as we see the barbed wire nearly being dug into the skull of Yakuza J. What kind of effects did it have on you?
Now, I can't say it necessarily, shortened my lifespan or anything like that, but it definitely, it took its toll on me, and it was quite some time until I was back to where, I felt like I was at 100%. I wasn't, and I haven't had one since then. I don't think I'd be rushing out to have another one anytime soon. So,
is part of the trouble in a barbed wire match, especially in a barbed wire match against Zeus McFly, part of the trouble that he's so unpredictable that you can't game plan?
He's really, really unpredictable, and the fact that he can come at you from whatever angles and use that weapon. I mean, he's very at home with with violence and just weapons and whatever he can find. He's very creative in that manner. I'll give him that. And the fact that, as a pro wrestler, I pride myself on being more of a wrestler, a technician. I don't have that, that real squared circle to sort of, feel really at home in that.
And that's what I was going to ask you about. You definitely are more known for your technical ability in the ring. What went through your mind when you signed on the dotted line, yeah, I'm going to defend my title, and I'm going to defend it in a barbed wire match?
I mean, you never want to think that the guy's got the upper hand on you, right? If you're doing that, you're basically conceding defeat. But, I'm not dumb. I understand that, the match played more to his favor. I just went in and I did what I had to do, and unfortunately I came out on the short end of the straw. And let's see if Yakuza J is maybe more prepared than I was on that day.
Now, collar and elbow tie up here. We've yet to see either competitor really feel the brunt and brutal force of the barbed wire yet. That might be happening right here. No, putting on the brakes.
That's one thing you see a lot in barbed wire matches is guys are really wary. You're a lot more careful about your surroundings and what you do because those barbs are sharp and they will cut you.
The first time you felt barbed wire, what went through your body?
I don't know if words can describe it. It hurts. So straight up, there's no other. Whoa, maybe not as much as that. That's a different kind of hurt.
That is a different kind of hurt.
And wow, no,
no,
there's no way,
no,
there's no.
Oh my God!
That is a slingshot maneuver. The Anderson brothers used to do that all the time, and usually you would drape the opponent's throat under the bottom rope, but he used it to whip his head into that barbed wire. I've never seen that done before in a match like this.
I have never in my life seen something like that.
I have felt that barbed wire before, and I can tell you right now, I would not be shocked if Yakuza J is busted open, if we're going to see some blood fly. Blood was inevitable in a match like this, but I didn't anticipate it this quickly.
When you think about it, barbed wire was designed to keep animals gated into a particular area. It isn't meant to be used in the context of a competition like wrestling.
Or to keep people out at the same time.
Oh, and you can see the crimson mask on Yakuza J.
Yakuza J known for when he gets going, he's a bleeder. That's for sure. And
that'll work to Zeus McFly's favor if that blood drips into his eyes and impairs his vision.
I can tell you firsthand from being in matches like
No.
this, having blood in my eyes. Whoa!
Wow, huge dive over the top of the barbed wire.
Big tope over the top. And that's not easy, too. I mean, sure, you've got the, being intimidated by the fact that you're running a barbed wire, but topes, you get so much momentum from hitting those opposite ropes and not having anything to rebound off of to really propel yourself into your opponent. I mean, that's a lot of leg strength just to jump over those, that barbed wire.
You can see Zeus McFly honing in on the cut on the face of Yakuza J. He's trying to open that up even further. You see the puddle of blood left behind.
As I was saying before, as McFly jumped into our living room, yeah, blood in the eyes. I mean, they say it all the time in boxing when, fighters get blood in their eyes. I mean, they stop fights for a good reason when cuts are in bad places. Because I can tell you firsthand, from when you get blood in your eyes, you literally cannot see. It blinds you, and it is really hard to deal with.
Two count there, Yakuza J kicking out. Now, when you were in that barbed wire match with Zeus McFly, at any point in the match, did the barbs, when they were piercing your skin, force you to almost panic, unwillingly panic?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a natural reaction. It's just not what the human body's accustomed to.
So then how did you control yourself? Because clearly Yakuza J must be feeling something similar right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's going through hell right now. Wow, that is a lot of blood. And that, I mean, how long has it been? Maybe a minute or two, and it's shooting out. His face is already almost covered. And again, we have to hammer home the point that once that blood drips into the eyes, nice suplex there from Zeus McFly, a technical move in a match that's far from it, and a kick out from Yakuza J. Once that blood drips in, your vision becomes so impaired, your senses are thrown off because of that, and really all hell breaks loose. Absolutely, and you're just going on natural instinct, but that's the one thing, Yakuza J, naturally a very strong and very tough guy, and he was, he's still very in this fight. He's very much in this match.
Zeus McFly, oh, did he just put his arm? You can see Yakuza J taped up his wrist. It's a wise move, but I believe the barb got into his hand there.
I'm not sure. He definitely got in the face there as well.
Yeah, he did. And Zeus is yet to feel the barbs in this match.
And that's shocking to me. I honestly thought if you had told me how this match was going to go, I thought Yakuza J was going to overwhelm him, and he was just going to use Zeus McFly's own real, domain against him. But, as it should be, maybe Zeus McFly is really taking advantage of the match, favoring his strengths.
This is the best of the rest finals. There's no real title, so to speak, on the line other than being the winner of the tournament.
Well, technically, the best of the rest is always really revolves around the Canadian Championship, and really kind of glorifying is not necessarily the best word, but really bringing importance to the Canadian Championship. In the past, the tournament, the winner has gotten the title or has gotten a shot at the champion. I believe the winner of this match. Was this for the title or was it for a shot? It was for a title shot at the Canadian champion. So, I mean,
the point that I was going to try to raise is that when you competed against Zeus McFly, you put your title of Canadian champion on the line.
Absolutely.
What I'm thinking here is Zeus is really the man with the title on the line, the title of being VCW's deathmatch champion. So in a lot of ways, he's the one defending a crown here.
There is a lot of pride on the line. I can tell you right now, Zeus McFly would not be happy.
Oh! Well, he's going to taste the barbed wire now.
Hot shot a la Eddie Gilbert and Steve Austin. I don't think those guys weren't throwing guys into barbed wire, though.
Oh! His face feels the steel post and being slammed into the post. You can see the barbs there digging into the flesh of his chest.
And that's one thing about Yakuza J is once you give him an opening, once he gets on the offensive, he comes at you so hard, so fast, with so much intensity that I wouldn't be shocked. He's been on the offense for maybe 30 seconds. I would bet Zeus is going to be busted open pretty darn soon, and he's going to be right at the level that Yakuza's at.
Yakuza right now staring at his hands, staring at his own blood. What is going through his head right now?
I think he's just really trying to sort of brace himself and gather his thoughts and sort of realize, okay, I am in this fight. I gotta, stick with it. I gotta keep on him.
When you first saw your blood, what went through your head the first time?
It's definitely a sense of shock, and really it's how you handle it. How much you affects you negatively or positively. Some guys, it really amps them up and they get going. But
that looks like a door wrapped in barbed wire.
It is. It's a door or it's a table. I don't know what it was. It's a thick piece of wood basically, and I'm guessing one of them is going to try and drive the other one through. I guess that's what Yax's intentions are.
Clearly the goal is to win the match. That goes without saying. But is there also maybe a subliminal goal to try to just damage a man to the point where maybe you do end his career?
I think.
Were you trying to end Zeus's career in your barbed wire match?
I can safely say that I was. I think every time you step into a type of match like this with Zeus McFly, not only, part of you is trying to survive because there is that sort of built-in advantage he has, but when you get advantages like Yakuza has now and he's pounding on with those forearms and punches.
Huge blows. Oh,
that was a nasty
You could hear the
headbutt.
thud.
Absolutely. When you get advantages like that, which, Yakuza kind of squandered there, you really want to hurt this guy because this guy's really, he's full of himself. He will tell you first off, you don't have to get an answer out of him. He will tell you that he is tough and that he's built for matches like this, and really you sort of want to test him and see if he's got what it takes to back it up.
That was a chair to a human skull.
He's backing it up right now.
Oh, and now jamming the top of that chair into that wound on the head.
That's steel. That chair, that's steel framing.
Oh, into the gut.
That was low. I don't know if he hit him low, but that was right sort of on the borderline.
That's the belt line.
That's the belt line. Any lower, and normally that would be illegal, I guess, in this match. Anything goes.
You said something a couple moments ago about wanting to end Zeus's career because that was your goal, or a hidden goal at least, because he was so cocky. Would you not then agree that you too were cocky in the fact that you accepted a match that was right up his alley? So, in a sense, is Yakuza also trying to prove something that you tried to prove, that you can beat another man at his game?
Well, he actually didn't have a choice in the matter when it came to this match. How the Best of the Rest tournament worked in this particular year was the finals was a don't be a tard, pick the card match, which is sort of built on the spin the wheel, make the deal concept of the WCW years ago. Where we sort of changed it up this way was they actually played a game of blackjack, and Zeus McFly may or may not have stacked the deck to where he got a hit. I believe he was actually already at 21, but decided to hit anyways. And the next card that came up was the No Ropes Barbed Wire card, and that really set the pace. That's what the match was going to be. I believe the winner of the poker game, or the blackjack game, my bad, was to pick the stipulation of the match, and in stacking the deck, Zeus basically picked it. So Yakuza J didn't even really have a choice in the matter.
He didn't have a choice.
He was backed up against the wall, a barbed wire wall in this instance.
As Zeus is thrown back in, at this point, Yakuza has certainly lost more blood than Zeus McFly. You can see the puddles pooling on the outside. His shirt covered in a crimson red.
That white shirt. Oh, are we going to see?
Oh!
Whipped hard, not only into that barbed wire, but the wall is right there.
Blood staining the wall behind. Cover 1, 2, that might be it. No.
That's the thing. This is the kind of match where you're not necessarily going to see a big finishing move. You're going to see, you can see a guy just get shoved into that barbed wire, and that could be enough.
And again into the wall. And again, blood stains the wall. The carcass of Zeus McFly thrown into the wall on a 2 count. You mentioned earlier when I asked the question, did it change your career? You said it took a couple of months at least before you fully recovered from the match. At this point, has Zeus McFly not put himself through so much that he might be at an advantage given his deathmatch background, that he knows what to deal with?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Wow. The barbed wire just gave way.
Well, you could hear some folks in the background chanting, holy shit. I don't think there's anything else you can really say.
Wow. I don't know if, the barbed wire is there. It does have a certain tensile strength to it, but, you whip a guy into it enough times, and eventually it's going to give way. It's someone that size, no less.
Exactly.
I don't know if Zeus McFly even anticipated that happening, but
that is vicious.
Not only was that the barbed wire cutting him on the way down, but that was that hard concrete. And yeah, there's mats there, but they don't help much.
No.
And as you can tell, they're kind of spread apart.
Yeah, there's not many. And that is cold, hard concrete. Zeus, who at one point there, after throwing Yakuza through the barbed wire, boasted, but now seems to have come down to earth. I think maybe some of that initial adrenaline is worn off, and he's starting to feel the effects.
I think
of this match.
he got an adrenaline rush from just the shock of him.
Oh, kick out.
Wow, pardon me. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I almost got him there, and I think he's bleeding even more now. Look at that face.
How many times throughout your match did you, as we have another pinfall attempt and a knee to the head?
That's the thing. You can never count out Yakuza. He's got those strong kicks, those strong knees, and he's right back on him. What were you going to say? Sorry.
How many second and third wins did you get in that barbed wire match? And did it differ any from a typical match?
No.
Maybe a bit, yeah, but I honestly, I don't remember that. I mean, the whole thing is just sort of a blur. It was something I tried to block it out as much as I can. It was.
Well, I don't blame you.
And Zeus
Yakuza has cut some of the barbed wire down, and I think he's got some very cruel intentions in mind.
You know what? I'm thinking Zeus McFly is going to be hoping this is all a blur in a second, because I'm pretty sure Yakuza is wrapping himself in the barbed wire, and
he's now fully embraced the barbed wire.
God only knows what he's going to do with this, but I bet it's not going to be good for Zeus McFly.
Oh, it's not going to be. Oh, a senton!
Oh, my God.
That barbed wire digging into the skin of Zeus McFly and then scraping through on the follow-through.
And that answers the question right there. I mean, Yakuza J has fully embraced this match and realized what it takes to really,
He's entered Zeus's world.
He's brought himself down to his level. I was about to say that. Exactly. I mean, he's really doing what it takes, and is he cutting more of it down?
It does look like he's cutting more of it down.
He's got some bowl cutters, and he's cutting that wire down.
A Canadian title shot lingers in the balance of the outcome of this one, and when you think about winners and losers, there's really, when you consider the punishment, no winners involved in this one.
No.
Now wrapping the barbed wire around his forearm and fist.
And he's got probably the biggest hands in VCW without a doubt, and you feel those when those hit you regardless of whether they're covered in barbed wire, and I can only imagine what this is going to feel like in about 2 seconds.
He's going to punch him square in the face. Ducking!
Oh, wow.
Wise.
He's lucky.
Hip toss attempt, no, broken up. Blocked here by Yakuza. Punch to the stomach with the barbed wire.
Body shot with that barbed wire.
Abdominal stretch type.
An actual, it's an octopus stretch.
And now he's going to take that barbed wire. Sticks it in his mouth.
Excuse me, sorry, stretch plum actually, not an octopus stretch.
You can see the barbs piercing the mouth of Zeus McFly.
Oh my!
Writhing in pain.
I'm shocked that he hasn't gone out. That's just how tough he is.
Well, he might have gone out. There's one, 2 more, and he's done. 1 more, and it's over. Zeus McFly, no.
And that's what makes him one of the tougher guys in VCW. The fact that he's managed to withstand it, I can't think of anyone else who would not give up when he's got that. Not only is it sharp, but it's nasty. It's dirty. It's their blood is all over it.
Well, I was going to ask you, when you are in a predicament like that one, what wills you to not give up?
I mean, it really is just pride, and how important is that title to you? How important is it to say that you are the best of the rest champion?
And really a deathmatch champion, too.
I guess so, yeah.
King of the hardcore, whatever you want to
sort
call
of
it.
Falling out of focus here, but I think he might be going for a powerbomb onto that board. Here we go.
Oh, hard strike to the face. Yakuza perhaps with some cruel intentions in mind.
Northern Lights bomb, no.
Floating over. No.
Abdominizer,
hits it.
He hits it. That's a lot of weight.
And you can see the blood on the face of Yakuza J. 1, 2, that might be it. No, kick out.
And as I was saying, not only is that a lot of weight just to bring over, I'm showing just how strong McFly is, surprisingly, after all this damage he's taken. But that's a lot of weight for Yakuza to land on his head and have his body land, coming down on him. Whoa.
Delayed German through the table, wrapped in barbed wire. 2. No, that is not it.
Oh, my
Somehow,
goodness.
deep in the well, Zeus McFly has found enough fortitude to kick out.
I think he's stuck to that table, too.
Well, the barbs dug into his flesh, and he is indeed, his shoulder. He had to pull the barb out of his shoulder.
The only thing that may have actually gotten him up from that is the fact that that table is sort of broken on an angle. He wasn't completely flat, and that may have, given him a little bit of momentum to kick out.
That white shirt of Yakuza J now pretty much completely turned red with his own blood.
Oh.
Low blow.
Well,
it's legal in this
this
framework.
And a lot of guys won't go there in a match like this, but I wouldn't put it past McFly. We got a
Big power bomb.
This might be it.
Float over into a cover. 2 count.
Oh! Right back into the barbed wire, and Yax is up.
Oh!
Wow, like a Steiner screwdriver type move.
2, 3. That is it.
That is it. All of his weight on McFly's chest and shoulders and face, and maybe that was the only reason that McFly couldn't kick out.
So the winner of the Best of the Rest tournament and the winner of the No Ropes Barbed Wire match, Yakuza J. Unbelievable match.
Only the second time in VCW history has a match like this gone down, and yeah, got to give props to Yakuza J. I mean, McFly is the only other guy to win one, and he beat him. He beat the man when it came to a match like this.
And it's evident by the after effects. You can see the blood-drenched body of Yakuza J. It's no doubt why this match has only ever happened once before in VCW, and likely to not happen ever again.